My name is H.A.Pruitt, and I'm the author of Anelthalien. And in this video, I'm going to be reading a part of Anelthalien. I'm going to be reading a part of Anelthalien because this week that I'm making this video, I'm going to be reading the part that I'm going to read in this video. I'm going to read it on a series on YouTube hosted, it's called Just a Spell by Lou Britt, where authors get to read part of their work. And I know not everybody has an Instagram, and so I wanted to make a YouTube video so anybody could watch it who wanted to watch me read this part of the book. And I want to tell you about the part I'm going to read before I read it. So, a big theme in Anelthalien is purpose. And does my life have a purpose? Do I have a purpose? What is my purpose? And the part I'm going to read has the four main characters have already been transported to Anelthalien, and they found that their time in Anelthalien has some purpose. And the farmer that they meet, Isildur, he starts to teach them about what their purpose may be. And so the part I'm going to read takes place when the four main characters are at Isildur's farm. And the part I'm going to read talks about just struggling to accept the purpose that you have. So it's supposed to be 5 minutes when I read it later this week. So let's see. I was getting nervous. Okay. Boys! Isildur's voice thundered with such authority and volume that Kendall instinctively ducked her head. She heard feet shuffling and running. Then Isildur, in a quieter but still powerful tone, warned, "Masso?" "Dad, it wasn't my fault. He attacked me." "You rat!" Tad yelled, but Isildur silenced them. "Stop. Both of you know better than to allow your anger to guide your actions. You know that when you follow your rage, you open yourself to the defeat of your adversaries. Masso, go to the house." "Dad, Go," Isildur commanded, and after a few seconds, Kendall heard footsteps rush past the stall. "That's not fair," Tad hatefully spat. "You don't even care what happened. You just think it's my fault. I'm not going to take that." "Tad, I am assuming nothing. Masso will have his turn of discipline. I want to speak with you first." Isildur quickly but calmingly explained. "Tell me, son, did you attack Masso?" "Don't call me son. I'm not your son," grumbled Tad. "Did you attack Masso?" "Yeah, I jumped him, but I didn't start it. Little punk was calling me names like he thinks he's..." "Tad." "He was! Don't let him lie to you like you didn't do anything. Or are you just gonna believe whatever he says anyway, just because he's your kid and I'm nothing but a useless idiot to you? Huh?" Tad shouted, and Kendall suddenly felt uncomfortable. She wanted to escape, but knew she had to remain hidden, or she would also be in trouble. "Tad, you are letting your anger direct you. You must stop it." "No! I don't care if I'm mad. What if I want to be mad?" For a while, Kendall heard nothing but Tad's loud, bullish breathing. Carefully, she lowered herself to her belly so she could watch their feet through the gap at the bottom of the stall. A smaller space than she had expected was between them. "What fuels your anger?" Isildur asked, then his feet walked to the wall and back to Tad. A shovel scoop and pick head dropped beside him. "What?" Tad began. "Your sword," Isildur answered, and then the sound of wood knocking together echoed through the barn before he repeated his question. "What fuels your anger?" The repetitive clanking of wood ensued, and Kendall watched as Isildur and Tad's feet shuffled and danced to the beat of their makeshift swords. Kendall knew what fierce swordsmen they both were, and wished she could see their whole battle, but their steps alone were enough to captivate her. For a long time they fought without speaking, and she simply watched and imagined what their strikes looked like. Finally, an especially loud crack split the air, and one of the long wooden tool handles landed a short distance from the pair. "Ha!" Tad shouted, and Kendall knew he was the victor. "Good," Isildur panted. "Lay aside your weapon." Tad's handle also dropped in the dirt. "So, you are afraid," Isildur said between breaths, and Kendall wondered if she had missed part of the conversation. But Tad's voice was full of confusion as well. "What? I beat you. How's that?" "Not of this, Tad. Of the journey that lies before you." "No, I'm not." "You are. I see your anger as a product of the fear in you." "You don't know me." "You are correct. I cannot see the reason for your fear. You do not fear an enemy or harm or solitude or anything I can see, but something about this journey ahead of you has spurred the same fear and rage in you that I saw at our first match. Tad, what is it you fear?" "I'm not scared of anything, okay?" "If you deny it, you can never overcome it." Tense silence spread through the air. Kendall watched Tad's feet shift several times before Isildur spoke again in an uncharacteristically pained voice. Do you not wish to be the hero you have been called to become? Yeah, I'd want to. That'd be great. But I can't, okay? I can't. That's why I keep telling you guys I'm not doing this whole save the world thing. Because I can't. Why do you believe you cannot? Because I can't! Tad yelled in frustration. Because I'll fail! I fail at everything! That's who I am! A worthless, useless failure! You will not fail, Tad. The makers of Anelthalien bestowed their mark on you. That alone is proof enough of your future success. Yeah, well, they picked wrong. I'm not a hero. Tad, all that bars you from being a hero is your fear of failing to try to live as one. Pfft, no, it's not. I can't do anything right. Heroes do everything right. I don't. End of story. No, Tad. When the end comes, the hero is not the man who has answers or is skilled above others. The hero is the man who disregards himself. The man who forgets his own inability, pain, fear, and rage, and considers those around him. The one willing to see everyone else's inability, feel their pain and fear, and yet stand in their place. To be a hero, Tad, you must be a shield for others. You must be the very thing that stands between a people and death and stabs back that death. Sacrifice makes a hero. What? I have to die? Tad asked, incredulous. Death comes to us all, Tad. Sacrifice is not limited to it, though. Your sacrifice is to fight, to draw your sword for Ella, Kendall, Andrew, and all of Anelthalien, and to keep fighting until death or all is won. You have shown me many times you will never leave a battle, and that is what this journey asks of you. You must stay in the fight, Tad. Kendall watched Isildur's hands gather the tool handles and heads, then heard his voice say, I have something for you. She held her breath as his and Tad's feet approached, but relaxed when they veered to the stall on the opposite side of the barn door. I meant to give this to you the day you departed, but now is a better time. Whoa. Tad gasped as the sound of metal sliding across metal sliced the air. Its name is Natzel. And that's all I'll read, so I hope that was enjoyable, and I hope that was 5 minutes. Thank you for watching me read my favorite part of Anelthalien. Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. If you want to know more about Anelthalien or H.A.Pruitt, please follow me on Instagram at H.A.Pruitt. You can find me on Amazon as an Amazon author, H.A.Pruitt. Please watch my YouTube channel and all my cool videos on my channel, H.A.Pruitt Anelthalien. You can find me on the Facebook page, H.A.Pruitt Anelthalien. You can follow me on Goodreads by the name H.A.Pruitt and the book Anelthalien, or you can go to my website where so much cool stuff about Anelthalien is. The website is hapruitt.com.